Capricorn, Happy New Year. There's an element of risk in 2024, and that's the year we're talking about. I've just started the animation here, the wheels of karma, showing us what's going to happen to you. And if you keep your eye here on this transformative Pluto, which has been moving through your sun sign for some years now, it is still doing this little dance backwards and forwards in your finance sector. And of course, finance and money and material security is most important to you. So you'll see this transformative influence really bringing up a whole lot of stuff at this time in your life. And then we see on the 9th of April, along with this transformative influence, the lunar eclipse here in the 4th house. The eclipses are important because they occur on this nodal axis, the karmic axis. And so this 4th house, which is your real estate, your domestic security, along with this issue of financial security, brings to the fore these elements in 2024, at least at the early stage. On the 9th of April, another eclipse, a solar eclipse, this time taking place in the sign of Libra. So here we have this oscillation between property, domesticity, the family, and up here this powerful solar eclipse in the career sector, showing us this tug of war. Of course, you need to keep that sense of security going, but you're also looking for something different, I think, throughout 2024. You're looking for some more meaning in terms of functional family, greater time and attention given to those people who are the most important people in your life. Look at how this lovely triangular formation, 2 sextiles, all down towards this Neptune 4th house area and Jupiter and Pluto, expanding you, transforming you, but only through where it's pointing to. That is, giving enough time and attention to yourself, to your family, and to, in a sense, doing nothing. I think that's important for you to balance this heavy work schedule with some downtime in 2024. You notice Jupiter moving into the sign of Gemini. This is very nice. You needn't worry about your finances, Capricorn. Ruler of the 12th house of Sagittarius, Jupiter moving through the 6th house. That destroys debts and expenditure. It makes you far more likely to curtail your expenses and to get receipts from other people, because this 6th house where Jupiter moves is the place of expenditure for other people. Other people are ruled by this 7th house of the horoscope. So you are able, especially if you're in business or selling a product or service, you have the opportunity there to gain more money throughout this latter part of the year. There's an 18th of September eclipse again. I'm focusing on these eclipses, and that takes place in the sign of Pisces, here in the 3rd house, along with the slow-moving Saturn, slower-moving Neptune, indicating some sort of sacrifice. Yeah, this 3rd house has to do with siblings, neighbours. It has to do with your communication and way of thinking. You have to be more deliberate. You notice also that that Pluto's moved back from that 2nd house of money and finance into the 1st house, or the sun sign, bringing with it some knowledge of your finances, some developments there that also trigger some self-development in yourself, some ability to, lift yourself into a new paradigm, if I could put it that way. The 3rd of October, the career eclipse takes place here, again accentuating this seesaw trend of transits, work versus your personal life. I think that's going to be a very important theme for you throughout 2024. 24. And those eclipses that I've mentioned are very much linked to your relationships and the way that you deal in your relationship, because the moon rules the sign of Cancer, the 7th house. And so that eclipse I just mentioned there, the solar eclipse in the 10th house involves the moon. And so work and relationships are going to be tied in there. The eclipses are going to trigger some sort of deeper understanding of the way you need to function in those relationships. Again, relationships versus work. Here, domesticity versus work. The transit of Pluto in the 1st house, the sun sign self versus work. So it's about balancing all these important, what we call the angles of your horoscope: Capricorn, Aries, Cancer and Libra. Capricorn, I was talking about the element of risk, and I completely forgot to tell you that risk is associated with these 2 planets here in your 5th house. Now, this can be speculative risks in terms of your money, but because of the transits and the caution that I mentioned there, breaking free of your past habits financially may not be easy, but you certainly shouldn't risk that, especially while Jupiter's transiting here. Jupiter rules this 12th house of loss. You'll notice later I mentioned it moves to the 6th house. That period is a period of gain, but I don't think it's through taking risks. Your risks should be calculated, number 1, in the financial area, number 2, in the romantic area, because this 5th house also has to do with love affairs. There's more on what's happening. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Capricorn, pop over to astrology.com.au. We've got all the text-based stuff there for you for the year. We've got the monthlies that I've just done, and we have a look at what's going on in more detail for January 2024, weeklies and dailies. Please subscribe. Don't forget to drop me a note if you want a personal reading. I'm here, ready, willing and able, and I'll see you again in February. Take care now. Bye-bye.